Welcome to the Adelaide Street Circuit.
Chaos, there's chaos.
Come all back together again. Oh. Jason Bright over and over. And Scott McLaughlin puts one on the champ. Drive ahead.
That's massive hit.
That's big.
This track, year on year, is always filled with controversy, but tonight we find ourselves here for round 4 of the GSRC GT3 Series. This week it's a double header with 2 sprint races, and our second race is going to get broadcast with a professional commentator and a full broadcast team. And alongside our last 2 poor finishes, that makes us desperate for a good finish this time around if we want to stay in championship contention. Alright, I don't usually show the qualifying lap in these videos because it's a great way to kill my retention, but qualifying is super important in this track. It's really hard to overtake, and I had a hell of a good lap. Absolutely throwing it into turn 1, getting real close to those tyres. I'm sure looking back at the replay there's an embarrassing large amount of space, but it feels close. I'm totally shitting myself on every corner. Coming through the staircase section, we're going to use as much of the track as possible. We're going to get as close to the walls as possible. Inside the staircase, we'll try and just narrowly dodge that curb there. Hit this curb to get that extra rotation. Try to dodge that Repco wall, another brutal Repco wall, and try and get the power down as soon as possible because it's probably the longest straight. It is the longest straight. It's probably the only straight on this track, but we want to get the throttle down as soon as we can. Carry as much speed as possible. We do a good job. Come through turn 8. It's quite a high speed corner. You don't want to get that wrong. Brake right at the orange bit, the little Marshall entrance onto the track. Full hairpin here. Throttle on early. Again, just trying to get as much speed as possible. Hold that tight. Trail brake gently through here. Just narrowly dodge the Repco wall again. Full throttle through here. Coming near the end. Pit entrance is coming up. We're definitely not going to go in there. That would ruin our quali lap. Brake just after the line. This is deceptively long of a corner, but we power out, almost getting off track. I was so nervous about that, and we're able to set a beautiful, beautiful lap, a 16.547. And what an absolute miracle to get on the front row here. There's, again, I keep saying it, it's so hard to overtake here. So being on the front row, that is absolute. There's potential. There's race winning potential here, guys. I genuinely think a race win could be in the books today. The only person I have to beat is Michael Angus, who I've never heard of him before, and that's only because this guy has not seen outside the top 10 his entire season so far. This guy is rapid, but if we're able to beat him, and I know I have such a strong pace, we could see a win here. And I'm thinking that in the moment, as you can imagine. The nerves are high as we come into the race start of race 1. The pace car is in, and I'm beyond nervous. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Michael Angus, he demonstrates why he belongs in the championship lead, and he absolutely dusts me off the start. What a phenomenal start from him. Matt Schmidtke, he also comes up beside me. He's got a bit of a run on me. He's going to put me in P3 very quickly. We go side by side in T1. I back out of it. It's a very long race, and I'm not usually this confident, but today I'm this confident. I'm willing to let him by because I know I've got the pace on him. I genuinely believe I might be, other than Michael Angus, I might be the quickest person on the grid right now. I'm feeling great. Usually I'm pretty humble, pretty down to earth, but I've been hot lapping this track like an absolute monster, and I'm feeling good. I'm hugging the back of those 2. I'm not letting them get away. Usually the cars in front, they usually get more and more in front, but this time it's not happening. I'm glued to them. I'm chasing them down. I'm not going to let them get away. I'm desperately trying to get around Matt as soon as I can because I do see Angus. He's slowly getting away. But coming in T8, I just panicked. I just missed my apex and I hit the wall on the outside. Absolutely devastating. I cannot believe I did that. And I think I was just, I wasn't used, I just done so much hot lapping and I've never been that close to a car in front of me before, and I just couldn't see the apex. Honestly, I was going in blind. I've never done that before, and I just hit the outside wall. What a disaster. And it only gets worse because you remember my qualifying lap, freeze frame, that is me full throttle at my braking point. What am I doing? I was just so in my head about hitting the wall. I thought my car was totally destroyed. I was just so focused on that. I just had a complete mental break. And I missed my braking point. I just totally missed my braking point. I was so lucky to survive this. I was able to hit on the brakes, get the car turned around. I went very deep, but we only found ourselves in about P8, P9. So it wasn't the end of the world. I thought it was the end of the world. I was thinking about pitting. But as we go on, our car somehow, I thought it was totally destroyed, but our car somehow is not totally fine, but it's still drivable, and it's still drivable at pace. Sorry, I'm just going to interrupt the voiceover real quick. I was so in my head, I just realized I braked at that corner. That corner was fully flat, and I just broke at it. What on earth? Oh my God. But I was so in my head. When I hit that wall, I thought my race was over, and I just, total mental blank. Totally missed my braking point, and what a horrible way to throw away what potentially could have been a race win. Don't go away yet, however, because there is still hope. The second race is a much longer feature race, and it's a reverse top 10. And since we're still in that like P8, I think we are right now, we still have the opportunity to get back our podium or even a race win in the next race. But for now, we want to hunker down, and I know it's kind of weird because, you benefit from the reverse grid the lower down you are, but, I'm going to, good faith, keep my head down. I'm going to try and get as many positions as possible, and I'm going to try and get as best of a finish as I can here. Unfortunately, as cool as I sound on the voiceover now, I was not cool, as you can tell. Very hot-headed, very desperate dive down the inside at turn 9. Luckily, it was all clean. It wasn't a very smart move. It was a legal move, so, it was legal, but it just wasn't very smart. Wasn't able to make it stick. We just wasted both of our times and let the car in front get away even further. But, ooh, that was a little sketchy. But I want to get around this guy, and it's really showing right there, just a bit deep on that final corner. That final corner is so difficult. It is so deceptive, and I struggled so much learning that corner. I think I got it down now, but yeah, I just had difficulty. He's absolutely holding the inside. I don't even know. I try and have a look down, not a look down the inside, a little bit of a pump fake or whatever, just a little mind punt, but I just end up way over braking and slowing myself down too much, just costing myself time. Again, very hot-headed, very desperate moves. The best thing I could probably do for myself, and hopefully you guys can take this lesson away, same as me, but in this kind of situation, the best thing you can probably do is honestly just take a breath, just slow down, try and regain your composure, and yeah, because again, I'm going to try a little mind punt. I'm literally trying everything. I know I can't do anything from this distance, but I'm so desperate to feel like I'm doing something that I'm just throwing all these dummy, silly moves out. It's not doing anything, but in the moment, it's making me feel like I'm doing stuff. But again, you just gotta lock in, get your composure, and you just gotta restart mentally. Skipping ahead to later in lap 4, and oh my God, I don't even want to watch. This is just the pinnacle of stupid, desperate moves. This was never on. This was illegal. I'm definitely getting a penalty for this, and I honestly deserve it. He gets a little loose, and I just try and go down the inside, and that space was never there. I was never alongside. That space was always going to close on me, and it's so unfortunate that my mistake cost him his race. He'll drop down to the 20s. He finished 22nd, so good recovery from him, but that move was never on, and I was really disappointed. I sent him a message afterwards saying all that and apologising, but yeah, that just wasn't on, and it's a real shame that my mistake cost him. You absolutely hate to see it. Other than that, it was a pretty uneventful race actually. I caught up to Joel Farley in his Beamer, and we're just doing laps. I'm trying to chase him down. He's able to defend me, very well, very clean. He's able to keep me behind him for the rest of the race, and we're able to finish in a, honestly a respectable P8. I was a little bummed about it when I first finished in P8, but P8 top 10 finish. That's all I ever wanted. It's a shame to have thrown away, what could have been a win. But it does mean we're going to have another chance, being a reverse top 10. We're going to start at P3, and we've got another chance to, at the very least, get a podium, maybe even get a win depending on how it goes. I also just found out we apparently took home a bonus point for getting the fastest lap, which, that's pretty good. It also shows that we really do have the pace, and we really do have a chance to actually, win one of these races. So, yeah, we've really got to knuckle in, especially because this race, again, I'll remind you, this is the feature race. It's a 28-lap race, and it's going to get broadcast as well. So we've got to be on our absolute top game this time around. And I'm absolutely expecting a podium. If I don't get a podium, I'm going to be very, very disappointed. I'll spit the dummy, I'll kick the cradle, I'll do everything. I'll be upset, very upset. But coming to the race start now, I don't know why, but Mike Smith has decided to go beside me instead of P1. So we get a good start. We get a really good start anyway, and we're able to jump P2 straight away, putting us from P3 into P2 straight away. P3 and 4, they're battling, giving me and P1 so much room to escape. Before we even enter the staircase, we've got about a gap to the guys behind us, which is absolutely perfect. Again, I know I've got the pace, and without that pressure behind me, I'm able to fully focus on attacking P1 and hopefully take that lead. We're kind of we're taking care of the tyres a bit too much. I'm a little bit too worried. I know they're cold, and I've had so many accidents in practice, you know, spinning, that kind of stuff on these cold tyres. You take the staircase, any of those corners a bit too aggressively, and you will spin your car. And if I spin my car, I will probably retire. So I absolutely cannot have that happen. Coming into the third sector, just coming on the exit of T9, and I'm really just demonstrating. I'm very quick. I'm absolutely gaining so much that time I lost through the first sector, and I'm getting just closer and closer to Bonici in front of me, and I reckon a move's imminent. Like, I can feel me as a race leader coming, which I can't even believe I'm saying that out loud, because that's absolutely awesome. But we've got to make the move happen, we've got to make it clean, and we've got to make sure we do not hit the walls. Adelaide is one of those tracks where one small mistake, you hit the wall, either your race is done there and then, or you've got so much damage that it may as well be done. We just have to keep it clean. And I've learned from last time. I'm patient, I'm cool. I know there's 27 laps remaining in the race. It's a very long time. There's over half an hour left in the race. And all I have to do is just be patient. I know a move will open up to me. I will get an opportunity. The gap behind is only just getting bigger. And yeah, I'm not in a rush. I don't have to make any desperate moves. I can just relax and just enjoy the slipstream for a little while. I'm also making sure, and this I realized while I was racing this, doing a lot of practice, especially as you get faster and faster, because I was doing about high 16s, low 17s by the time I was done with practice. But in the race, I was only doing like mid 17s. And you might think, oh, well, all that practice has gone to waste. But being able to do all, 16s, 17s, well, that makes it it raises your ceiling a lot more. And that makes it so much easier to do mid 17s comfortably without getting close to the wall, without, pushing the car too much. By increasing your ceiling, getting that practice in, you're able to do so much more, a lot more comfortably. You're not risking it as much. And I think that really helped me this race. I wasn't pressing my luck against the walls at all. I wasn't, close to hitting a wall. I wasn't about to miss my braking point. I was very cool, calm and collected. And that kind of conservative driving style really rewards me. As we come into turn 9 now, an opportunity is just going to open up for me. Bonici, he stays on the outside. He doesn't defend it too hard. He's earlier than the brakes than I am, and I'm able to put it down the inside. A little bit of contact, nothing meaningful on the exit, but we're able to secure P1, and for the first time ever in GSRC history, the Miller Motorsports car is in P1, baby. Oh, what a feeling. And what makes this feeling even better is that in the next coming laps, P2, Bonici is only going to fall away more and more and more. As I get that open air, I'm just able to fully let all my pace out, and I'm just building such a big gap. And genuinely, and I can't stress this enough, the race was just like this for the entire time. I bumped into the occasional back marker, but yeah, it wasn't very eventful. Until we come to the pit stop, which is in 20 laps time or something. It was just hot lapping for half an hour. So I even joked live, I don't have a clue how I'm going to turn this into a video. For about 20 minutes until our pit stop, it was just hot lapping, just uneventful hot lapping. All the back markers very, GSRC racing standards are always absolutely unreal, and those really reflected. All the back markers just got out of the way, were very very good driving. So yeah, nothing eventful happened. There weren't any close calls. I was keeping it as far away from the walls as I could get away with. And yeah, it was just easy cruising from here on out. At lap 20, we do have a pit stop. We get a compulsory pit stop to fuel up and fuel. But, I mean, until then, nothing really happens.
You're so far in the lead now that you're not even getting broadcasted.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think they'll be broadcasting me anymore.
Nah.
Which is a shame.
They're broadcasting 3rd and 4th.
That's awesome. I know this is a crazy thing to say to be leading my first race, but I'm kind of bored.
Yeah, as long as you don't make a mistake, no one can really overtake you.
Maybe I should lift just to get involved, get some content, make it more engaging. What do we think, guys?
And risk losing the race.
Well, but think of the views. Think of the clips. Yeah, so I started P3, and then I got a nice start, and I overtook P2, and then I pitted, and then I won. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next episode.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Just absolutely lucky for me. The racing gods heard how boring and easy this race was for me, so they sent in Jordan Pianazzola starting in P8. He's finally overtaken P2, and I've had my eye on this guy in the relative for quite some time now. He's been definitely confidently moving up. He started in P8 and he's been moving up quickly. David Kirby in his Mustang was the only person holding him back, and now he's free to gain as much time as he wants. I think he might be quicker than me, and I think over the next couple of laps, he's going to shrink that gap. Beautiful, beautiful lap 20. I haven't even bothered trying to do any fuel saving. I'm still putting fuel saving off. I'm not going to try and learn fuel saving just yet. But beautiful lap 20, no fuel saving, means it's time for us to pit. And as we come into the pit entry now, it should be clean. I've practiced this, I've bragged about practicing. Hit heavy on the brakes, and we just don't get the car slowed down. Then we get it too slowed on the throttle, almost too much throttle, almost hit the wall. Oh my God, what a disaster of a pit entrance. Here we go, pit time. I fucked my pit stop. Oh my God.
Again?
Is he No, like I fucked my entry.
Oh yeah, I hate that entry here.
This has to be the absolute last thing we want right now. They're literally, I could have carried this home so easily, but with that, we might not win it. It's back in contention. Jordan could steal this from me depending on how his pit stop goes. We just have to go in, get our fuel, absolutely foot to the floor. We got to drive as hard as we can if we want to keep this lead, because it's very possible he comes out in front of us now. And if that happens, I don't think I can catch him again. Yeah, he's got the home field advantage. This is basically where he lives. He showed me his Garage 61. He has thousands of laps on this track. It is ridiculous. If he gets in front of me, he's staying in front of me. The only thing I can do is get in front of him, and I know this track, there's no overtaking that's going to happen. So even if he does catch up to me, just cut to the chase. I need to keep him behind me real soon. I put my absolute heart and soul into this lap. It literally all comes down to this. This might have been one of the quickest laps I've ever set, just desperately trying to get that time back. And as we come around the final corner,
1.7 seconds, but Jacob Miller has actually just dived in the pits to try and cover off Jordan, but Jordan did have some pace here, so it'll be interesting to see how much longer he can go. Then Jordan's in the pits. Jacob's stop, his actual box time to 9.5s seconds compared to it, which was actually a little bit longer compared to some of the other guys around him, so it could be interesting if Jacob actually has a clean stop. He might be able to jump Jacob.
Tom Hornby has also gone to pit lane, but I think that's also a terminal situation.
Jordan with a 7.8 second stop time. Yep, he has managed to jump Jacob by 1.4 seconds.
That's an extraordinary stroke of luck and good fortune for Jordan Pianazzola. I mean, it wasn't boding well for Jacob Miller, the fact that he was a little bit longer on the jacks and on the pit box than everybody else around him.
You guys heard that right. Jordan got me in the pit stop. 1.4 seconds ahead of me. I had a pit stop that was like 1.7 seconds slower than everyone else. And I don't even think that I think that only included while I was actually in the pit stop. I don't think that included me spinning around and blocking up and all that kind of shenanigans before I hit the cones. And oh my God, how absolutely devastating. Oh, he's in front of me. Oh no.
Yeah, we'll be good.
That's maybe I can catch him. Oh my God, the understeer. What happened to my car? What the fuck?
Are you following people?
It's like a 1.7 in front of me. And yeah, as you just saw, any chance of catching up was just gone, just like that. I still don't know what happened. I don't know if it was a combination of me kind of panic driving and maybe over driving a bit. Maybe it was the dirty air like McIntyre suggested. But yeah, he's gone. And for the next couple of laps, I'm going to go, yeah, full foot to the floor trying to catch him. But it's not going to result in anything. It's just going to get me in these dangerous situations closer to the wall and, really scaring myself because I'm still in P2. It's easy to forget that and be like, oh, we lost P1. But we were coming P20, P24, and we're going to come P2. That's like 18 steps forwards. Who cares if we've accidentally taken one back? Like, yeah, P1 would have been really nice, but I can't be unhappy with P2. After P2 is exactly what we needed. We needed something like this to get us back into it. Especially after, yeah, Spa was a bit of a disaster. VIR, definitely a disaster. I definitely deserved a better result there. I just made too many mistakes. I just threw it away. And P2, I'm really happy to take P2 home. And with only 2 laps to go, I make what I feel like is a mature driving, a mature race car driving decision. And I decide to call it off. I start going easy on the car, and I just try and bring home P2. 2 laps to go. I'm not going to try and catch P1 anymore. He's 2.6 ahead. Kirby's 1.5 behind. I'm basically just going to lift and coast to the end. Like, I'm not going to attack any corners. I'm not going to get close to the walls. And we stay true to our word. We don't push the car too hard. We lose Jordan even more, but we don't let David Kirby catch up to us, and we're able to bring the car home safely. We've done exactly what we wanted to do. Ah, this is awesome. P2, baby. P2. Oh, I couldn't be more happy with that. And a P2 finish. I feel like I keep saying this, maybe I'm just coping, but it feels really easy to overlook, because we lost P1, but P2 finish, it's unreal. I couldn't believe it. I didn't think like a podium finish or even like potentially fighting for the win would even be possible this season. I've literally only just started the GT3s and it's absolutely unreal. I'm beyond stoked. And that's enough to put us up in the P8 in the championship standings, which is absolutely unreal. We were starting to fall down a little bit. I think we were at P12 before this, and I really want to be in the top 10. That's always been my goal. I've always been very vocal about that. But yeah, if you guys like this video, if you guys want to see more, if you have any feedback, absolutely leave it in the comments. I'm always trying to learn these videos, always trying to get better. And I think we have Hockenheim Ring, which embarrassingly on the interview, I admitted I did not know that track. So we're going to have to learn that for next week. And yeah, like, subscribe, keep in touch, and make sure to watch that video next week. See you guys.